During the night, the door connecting to the street had blown open, and the snow had floored inside. A stooped man was shoveling at the drift with a short-handled coal scoop from the boiler's room. Alia climbed the stairs to the studio. Alia was waiting there in his formal army attire, the jacket with the medals. A girl of maybe 11 years, dressed in a white tutu, was exercising at the bar. Her left leg was raised vertically above her head. Her stockinged toe pointed towards the ceiling. The door is so broken. There is ice on the stairs. Somebody will break their neck, grumbled Alia. She glanced coldly towards the girl. Is she to be my shadow? In the wall mirrors, her reflection mouthed the words back at her. You are to train her. I know that I wobbled on stage. I felt her eyes on me when it happened. It was the same the first time we met. But then it was youth and nerves. Alia lowered his gaze. We will look after you when you retire, he said. You should consider this child your legacy. Do not do what your predecessor did. After he was gone, she called twice to the girl, who approached her irritably. My name is Alia. I have danced alone on stage for 24 years. And before that time, I trained with Anichka. She paused, waiting in vain for a spark of recognition to kindle in the girl's playing inspiration. When I was young, every girl who was schooled in ballet dreamed of performing with her. I danced beside her for almost 2 years, mirroring her actions. At first, I was clumsy, and later, we moved together in perfect symmetry. She did not want me as her shadow. I was her replacement, and our union would have lasted only as long as she had lessons to teach me. There are connoisseurs who only tend the ballet for the duets. They claim to find sad beauty in the passing of experience to the youth. There are all sadists. They take their enjoyment from the humiliation of the younger pupil when she missteps, and they find pleasure in the sadness of the old instructor, who know that her time in the spotlight will soon end. Alia placed a hand on the girl's shoulder, guiding her towards the row of tall windows that look out across the city. It is pleasant to dance with the window open during the summer. They will open only a few inches now. Here is the window where Anichka attempted to push me into the street, 30 feet, head first. Boria ordered her execution by firing squad, and I was instructed to attend. I was a girl of 13 years, and what could I do but go? Anichka refused the blindfold. She held my gaze until the moment the bullet struck her body. She looked down at the girl, who stared back at her fiercely with wet blue eyes, like the sun shining through thawing winter eyes. And maybe we will share a better relationship than I did with my teacher. What is your name? Erinka. She spoke confidently, with a heavy accent that was tinged with contempt. When the air pollution is low, you can see the mountain from the window, said Alia. There is a distance that mimics the climb along the winding path to the summit. You will need to memorize it, so that if you were forced, you could dance from the foothills to the peak with your eyes closed, and every step would be perfect. The ascent is 4 hours. We will dance it here in this studio every morning until it is perfect. Every ballet is a different mountain to climb. And in time, I will teach you all the different paths. 2 years from now, you will be the perfect reflection of the girl I was at your age. Irenka stared back at her with disdain. I will be better than you, and it will take me only a year at most, she said dryly. I saw you dance like a cow at the Kavansky Pavilion. I thought you would have been made to retire long ago. I told Borya this, and he laughed. A delighted cruelty danced behind the girl's eyes. Her pink little mouth twisted spitefully as it formed words. I heard him tell one of his guests that you have aged like spoiled milk. Alia raised her open hand, then thought better, and slowly lowered it. I see we will get nothing done today. We will resume tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. I will come at 8. Do not ever think of hitting me, or do not ask Borya to send another girl. He will ignore you. He says that I am special. At your age, I hear the same words from his lips. His infatuation with you would soon pass. The girl wrapped herself in the fur coat. Halfway through changing her shoes, she paused and looked up at her teacher. You are a faded old woman. She departed, leaving the studio door wide open, allowing the bitter wind to chase into the room. Moments later, Alia heard a scream, followed by a succession of bumps, then silence, then drawn-out wails and curses. She entered a narrow corridor without urgency. Irenka lay crumbled in the snowdrift at the foot of the stairs. And next to her head, the door to the street banged open and closed. I sleep on the ice, sobbed the girl. A broken bone protruding from her pale, delicate shin had reddened one corner of her fur coat. I will speak with Borya on the telephone. He will send a vet to examine you. She left Irenka whimpering at the bottom of the stairs, and for a while, she stood by the window, contemplating the view. Eventually, she approached the phone on the floor in one corner and dialed the number. When she arrived at the studio the next morning, the door had been replaced. And as before, Borya was waiting for her. She will not dance again. I will send you another girl. Maybe in the summer I will perform the spring dances without a shadow. It is not for you to decide. Or maybe your superiors will hear more about the circumstances of the accident, how I warned you for the danger many times and how you failed to act. Borya adjusted one of the medals on his breast. He did this habitually when something made him nervous. The summer then, he said. I will leave you to bask in your small victory. She left Alia standing by the window in the reassuring stillness of the room. The cloud had thinned, and she could spy glimpses of the mountaintop. After a while, she walked over to a bank of switches on the wall and brightened the spotlights. On the polished wooden floor, her shadow snapped obediently to her heels.